Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, looking for the perfect slim protective case for your new iPhone 14 Pro and wondering what Speck has to offer. So we've got the same Presidio2 Grip and Presidio2 Pro that you're probably familiar with from previous years. So we got the same 13 feet of drop protection, you've got antimicrobial protection from Microban, you've also got MagSafe, and overall a lovely slim look and feel. However, this year the 14 Pro cases have something different. They've redesigned the rear camera area to make them more compatible with MagSafe accessories. Really interesting change. Let's take a closer look. Looking first at the Speck Presidio2 Grip with MagSafe for iPhone 14 Pro. This is just a lovely case. Very slim, lightweight, has a great look and feel. So the grip version has these grip ridges all over it. There are ridges on the side and then they are inverted here on the back. They're not terribly grippy, they're just grippy enough so that they're going to give you a secure grip in the hand, but they're quite different than the old rubber grips that Speck grip cases used to have. So this is quite a rigid case, not a whole lot of give to it, but because of the design of the case, it's actually quite easy to get on and off. We've got little flex zones here in the corner, which make this really pretty easy to get on and off, although when it's on your phone it has a really nice tight fit. So I think that that is a great design decision by Speck. And then looking here in the interior, you can see these lines around the edges. This is their armor cloud technology, which acts like a series of small airbags, which is going to give you that 13 feet of drop protection. The case also has antimicrobial protection with microbands, so that is comforting to know. And then of course we also have a MagSafe ring embedded in here. This is nicely embedded where it's not going to scratch anything. It looks really quite nicely professionally done. There's also a non-MagSafe version available for this case. So if you don't want MagSafe, you don't have to have it, although personally I think that MagSafe is a great thing to have. So looking at the back here, looking a little bit more closely at this camera rim, you can see that it's only on 3 sides. The bottom side is open, and the reason for this is to make it more compatible with MagSafe accessories. So if you want to compare this with the iPhone 13 Pro version of the same case, you can see you had all 4 sides protected there on the 13 Pro version, but now we just have 3 sides protected. And the advantage here is that if you have a large MagSafe accessory, it's going to be able to fit up here and it's not going to knock against that bottom rim. So I think it's a really nice decision here by Speck. It's going to give you a whole lot more compatibility given the very large camera you have with the 14 Pro, and I think it gives a very nice, very sleek look. Putting your phone in the Presidio2 Grip is really easy. You just want to start on your left hand side and then go over to your right hand side and clip on your other corners. It goes on super easy, and you might think that this means you're going to have a loose fit on here, but no, you have a tight fit. It's all because of these magic corners here. They flex to allow you to get your phone in there easily, but then they stop flexing, I guess. They seem very tight once it's actually on. And overall, we have a great fit. You do not have any give here around your buttons. You do not have give around your port openings. You don't have give anywhere. You've got a really nice tight fit, but yet nice, easy on and off. So great design there. Looking at the amount of lip we have a nice amount of protective lip on here. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. This one is by Casetify. Edge-to-edge blue light blocking, quite a nice screen protector, great fit with this case. If I didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip, but even with it, plenty of protective lip. I think everything looks great here. So going down here to our port openings, we've got asymmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, so that is all great. Should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going up the sides, we've got these grip lines. Gives you a nice amount of grip, although these are not the same kind of rubbery grips that you might remember from previous Speck grip cases. These are now a hard, smooth grip. They're made of the same material as the rest of the case, so they give you a secure grip, but they're still going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags. They're overall going to wear a whole lot better over time as well. Going up here to our buttons, the buttons are great, very responsive, nice and clicky, and we don't have that problematic slit button design which can let in dirt or dust, so everything's great there. Going up here to our mute switch, absolutely no issues in accessing that. Nice big opening. And then going here, looking at the view from the top, great fit. Absolutely zero issues there. Got our flex zones up here at the top. And then going to the other side, you can see we've got our grips here at the top and at the bottom. And then in the middle here, we've got a side button, contrasting button color, very attractive, and super excellent button. Looking at the back of the case, everything looks great here. We've got a little bit of Speck branding up here with the Speck logo, but nothing too terribly obtrusive. This material has a lovely feel underneath the fingertips. Nice soft touch finish, feels like it should be quite good against fingerprints and scratching over time. We have inverted grip lines here on the back as opposed to the grip lines on the sides, which stick out a bit. These are going to give you exactly enough grip so that this is going to feel secure in your hands, but not so much that it's hard to slide in and out of pockets and handbags. I really like this design change that Speck made a few years ago to its grip cases. I personally think it's great, but if you are a die-hard fan of the old candy shell grip cases with their rubbery grip lines, you might not like it, but I think a lot of people are going to. Overall, lovely slim feel in the hand, just a great case. So looking here at this design change that they have to their rear camera rim, we got coverage here on 3 sides, not 4. So the reason for this is that with the extra large camera you have on the 14 Pro and the relatively small body of the phone, the fear was that there were a lot of MagSafe accessories that would not be compatible. So by taking off that bottom rim, you get just enough space so you're going to have compatibility with some accessories. So if you look, for example, at this Anker power bank, great power bank, MagSafe power bank, you can see it goes right up here to the edge. And I can't be sure, but I think that if we had a rear camera rim at the bottom here, it would bump up against here and make this not compatible, which would be irritating. But without that bottom rim there, it's going to fit fine, and this is just a great power bank, so I'm really happy that it fits with this lovely Speck case. So speaking of our MagSafe compatibility, it's great. You're going to be able to use this without any problem with Apple's MagSafe charger. Regular Qi wireless charging is going to work great as well. And of course, you're going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories such as MagSafe wallets, etc. Overall, just a great case here from Speck. Removing this from your phone is quite easy. Just start up in your top corner, push this off, and then go down to your bottom right-hand corner and push that off, and then pull out your phone. Moving on to the lovely Speck Presidio2 Pro. This is basically the same case as the Speck Presidio2 Grip, but rather than having grip lines on it, you have just a smooth, soft touch finish. We have all of the same features here. You've got that same armor cloud technology here with the little tiny airbags going around the edges of the case. Gives you that 13 feet of drop protection. You got microband protection covered by Speck's limited lifetime warranty. Overall, just a lovely case. And again, we have that same rear camera design. This is also going to be super easy to get on your phone. Once on, we've got the same absolutely excellent tight fit on here that we have with the grip version, because we have these flex zones up here in the corners and down here in these corners. This is able to go on easily and be taken off easily and still have a fantastic tight fit when it's on the phone. So great job there by Speck. Speck's been making cases for a long time for phones, and they're really good at it. So looking here at the amount of lip, same amount of lip as on the Presidio2 Grip. This is the same exact case, just doesn't have grips on it. So nice amount of lip here. We do have a tempered glass screen protector on the phone. If I didn't have that on here, you would have more visible lip, but even with it, plenty of protective lip for your phone. So looking down here at our port openings, asymmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, everything is perfectly positioned and perfectly sized. You're going to be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around to the sides, got a great feel here. We have a bit less grip than you're going to have with the grip version of this case. I don't think that this is terribly grippy, but it's not slippery either. It just has a smooth, soft feel in the hand, a little bit of grip, but not that much. Going up here to our buttons, these are contrasting color. They are nice and clicky. We don't have that problematic slip button design that you sometimes have with cases, which can let in dirt or dust. Speck really did the right thing here with these buttons. They work great. No issue with the access to your mute switch. That's all great. Nice fit here with the case device screen protector. And then going over here to our side button, another fantastic Speck side button. Everything is great. Looking at the back of the case, everything looks great. Love the way this pink case looks on my gold iPhone 14 Pro. Really attractive combo. So we've got the same Speck logo up here in the corner, but other than that, no branding. This material is soft touch, has a lovely feel underneath the fingertips. Gives you a little bit of grip, but not that much. If you want more grip, you probably want to go with the grip version of this case. This is going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags. It gives you a nice slim profile on the phone, and of course you've got that 13 feet of drop protection and antimicrobial protection and all that. You've also got the same design here in terms of your rear camera opening. So you are going to get lay on the table design on a flat surface, even though you don't have that bottom lip there. And of course, this is going to give you greater compatibility with some MagSafe accessories, such as larger MagSafe power banks, etc. So all that's going to work great. Of course, this case is going to work great with regular Qi wireless chargers, as well as Apple's MagSafe charger. Everything is just excellent with this case. So if you're wondering how the Speck Presidio2 Pro is going to stack up against the Apple Silicone case, I happen to have the Silicone case here in the elderberry color. Really nice case. So looking at these two side by side, you can see that the Speck Presidio2 Pro is a bit taller. It's also going to be a little bit wider than the Apple Silicone case. Thickness is going to be quite similar, although again, the Apple Silicone case is going to be just a little bit thinner than the Speck Presidio2 Pro. As far as the material is concerned, you're going to have a bit more grip with the Apple Silicone case, but the Apple Silicone case is definitely a lint magnet, and the same is really not true with the Speck case. I don't notice that the Speck Presidio2 Pro is attracting lint, but you're definitely going to have that with the Apple case. This goes on nice and easily. Fit-wise, you do have areas where it's going to pull away. You don't have quite the same tight fit that you're going to have with the Speck case, but overall it's really quite good. You have less lip on here, slimmer fit overall. Of course, you're going to have less protection with this one, so Apple does not give any stated level of drop protection to its cases, whereas you're going to get that 13 feet of drop protection with the Speck case. But no question about it, got a beautiful case here with the Apple case. And if the amount of rear camera protection is making you nervous on the Speck Presidio2 Pro with its three-sided camera protection, you can see that this Apple Silicone case does have protection on all four sides. So overall, both of them are great options. Just depends upon what you're looking for your phone. I personally feel a whole lot better protected in a Speck case as opposed to this Apple Silicone case, but there's no denying that it is a lovely option for the phone as well. So overall, I think that there's lots to love here from Speck with the Speck Presidio2 Pro and Speck Presidio2 Grip. You've got that 13 feet of drop protection, antimicrobial protection, MagSafe. These are going to come in a variety of colors. They have a lovely slim design, and you're going to have greater compatibility with MagSafe accessories due to this new rear camera rim design. So definitely some great options here from Speck for your iPhone 14 Pro. Again, we've been looking at the MagSafe Speck Presidio2 Grip and Speck Presidio2 Pro for iPhone 14 Pro. These cases are available directly from Speck as well as from many other retailers, and they're priced at $49.95. They come in the same 5 colors, the lovely lavender and bright pink featured in this review, as well as a dark blue, a black, and a dark gray. Many thanks to the kind folks at Speck for sending me out these cases to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and do hit that subscribe button because I've got a lot of tech accessory reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.